you. So Merriam-Webster defines navigation as to steer a course through a medium to make one's way over or through. And I bet if you thought about that for a minute, you would be able to sort of tell some stories about how you've done that in your past, how you're currently doing that, or how you're sort of navigating through life right now. I'm here today because even at 33, I haven't traversed near as many things as many others, but I have been through some planned and unplanned journeys, such as starting at UAA, meeting my wife, us starting a family, and growing that family while working and attending school. Also ending up at Alaska Youth and Family Network, or AYFN. My wife and my children are my world, and throughout our time growing our family, there's been a lot of experiences with the behavioral health and mental health, physical health systems, and just sort of navigating that in and of itself and being there for them, supporting and advocating for them. AYFN's mission statement is to cultivate wellness and stability for families within their homes, communities, through peer-supported advocacy, education, and behavioral health services. And I've used my experience navigating for my family, supporting and advocating for them, to sort of be a parrot on my pirate shoulder as I navigate for other families. And I started off as a family navigator with AYFN, which allowed me to help those coming in, either through referral or seeking services on their own, to work through those same systems, or through homelessness, joblessness, or any other sorts of rough happenstances that life was throwing at them at the time, to find a sort of calm water and a safe harbor and support through whatever they were going through so they didn't have to do it on their own, either their own diagnoses or their families. Currently, I'm the administrative intake specialist at the Anchorage office, and in this role, I am still able to work with our current clients, and it also allows me to see the incoming clients and do the intakes with these individuals. I'm able to see people from a sort of front row seat as they work through our services with classes and groups and also family navigation, and come out even more amazing than when they came in. And this story with UAA starts a long time ago, about 2006, meeting my wife and then experiencing all the different various courses that I've been through, different career options, and getting to the point that we are today. It's important to know about the Seawolf. There's a book written by Sarah Jade, who is a staff here at UAA, that talks about the transition from being known as the Sourdoughs to the Seawolves in 1977, based on Alaska Native cultures and stories. And she says that it's important for today's Seawolves to know the history, that it provides sort of a depth of understanding about where we've been and where we're going. In my time at UAA, I've had the pleasure, the luck really, to work with some really great instructors, those who were there to help support through hard times. My wife and I going through our own pretty serious mental health struggles as our family grew, some complicated pregnancies, family emergencies, and that sort of thing. They offered compassion, they were very patient, and they offered extensions when it was possible. They were sort of a life preserver for us in our times of need. And then they were also a sort of lighthouse to bring us back on course when things got a little bit too far away. They were really there to help push us and guide us. Sometimes these lessons came and we didn't really hear it. There was too much going on. Other times it sort of seemed almost the perfect time to say something to push us that extra minute. Maybe we were just finally listening. And I say all this, and UA plays a huge role in my life and my family's lives, but I think nowadays school, higher education isn't really seen as valuable as it once was. Maybe the time or the monetary investment isn't as worth it as it used to be. But the great thing about UAA is that for people who are sort of questioning, what should I do next? Where should I go? They have some really great certificate programs as well to help further your education, your career options, and also just pursue passions. All of this to say, I want to leave you with 3 points. Try everything. Figure out what your passions are, and don't be afraid to get lost. It's okay to sort of go on a trip and wander. You're going to hit land again eventually. The second is to allow the adventure to teach you, and don't get so hyper-focused on the end goal. Allow yourself to sort of lose sight of that, because you may end up being somewhere far better than you would have imagined. And the last one is to listen. Listen to the journey itself, listen to those who've come before you, and listen to those who are trying to help out. You don't have to do exactly what they say. You don't have to set the GPS coordinates to hit all the spots and to get to the end goal as fast as possible. But sort of use that data to help you either avoid really rough hazards or to navigate your way through some smaller ones and maybe even hit some hidden gems along the way. It's okay to get lost, but use the information from others and from your own failures to take the next voyage. Thank you.